everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to flip through all my completed pages by Mariola Budek. So these are all the PDFs that I've completed. I do print these all off on a 180 GSM cardstock, white cardstock. I will link it down below. The ones that are on sort of a tan toned paper are the ones from the Mariola Budek set of art. So they're on the paper that they come on. So I thought it'd be quite nice to have a look back at all the pages that I've done. This one here is such a cute illustration, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. I was blown away when Mariola posted this on her Instagram and I just had to purchase it straight away. This one I did as part of the Mariola in May event that was hosted by Shannon, and quite a lot of us you know, joined in with that for the whole weekend. So this is up on the channel and this was a live stream. So I think the pencil colours for the hair are on my live stream if you're interested in that, but I thought there was beautiful colours. It sort of made her look like she's got these gorgeous highlights. I absolutely love it. These little bows I made myself and I stuck them on with some glossy accents. I don't think it's particularly marketed as a glue, but it works brilliantly as a glue. So if I've got any little accents that I want to stick to the page, I do tend to use that because it's really good and it has a strong hold. Like once that's dry, it's dry. So yeah, I thought that was a gorgeous page. It was a soft pastel background or a pan pastel background. It was polychromos pencils for the rest, I do believe. So next up we have this one. And I love this one as well. This one was done using alcohol markers as a base and then pencil over the top. So I used my Winsor & Newton Pro markers for this one. It was a bit of a soft pastel background on this one, I think, as well. And this might have been done on the channel as well. I think I was showing how I shade over the top with pencils. So if you're interested in that, that's on the channel as well. But I loved her eyes on that. I gave her some sort of like a hazel eye, which I really love. I just love Mariola's illustrations. They're absolutely beautiful. If you really love colouring portraits, then you cannot go wrong with Mariola Budek. So this is one that was printed from the set of art on the sort of tan-toned type paper. So I find this really hard to work on. Skin is the worst. So what I tend to do on these, the ones that I've got on the set of art, I tend to put an alcohol base down first, a alcohol marker, and then go over with a pencil. I just find it super hard to work on this paper. For skin, it tends to go blotchy, patchy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but yeah, I've still not got that down yet. But there we go. I love this one. I made it into a winter page, so I made this little bird into a robin. I think people have done it in different ways. I think some people have chose to make it into a blue tit, which are just gorgeous as well, but I just made it into a wintry page. So I covered it in snow, so all the little white little blodges I did probably with my Arteza white gel pen. Might have been a different one, but it was a white gel pen nevertheless, and I love that one. This one was one of the very first pages that I tried doing on this paper. You can see I've not even put a background in, which isn't like me, because I do normally put a background in. I'd say the only thing I'm really proud of on this one is how I got this shine on the tail, sort of shiny appearance. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of this paper whatsoever, and you can see on the skin how I've struggled to get a blend on the skin. But I love the hair and I love its little tail here. But yeah, possibly I could go in with a background on that, put a little bit of soft pastel around, something like that, just add something to it. I could do that. But yeah, I did put glossy accents on her eyes on this one. You might be able to see shining. So next up I did this one. Again, I didn't put a background on this one. I'm not sure why I've been leaving these ones blank, but yeah. So I think this one was done with pastel pencils. I remember doing the hair and the little puppy with the pastel pencils. These flowers are alcohol markers, I can see, and I loved her eye makeup and her eyebrows. If there's one thing I love colouring, or drawing in on portraits its eyebrows. I absolutely love doing them. But this puppy's so cute as well. How cute is he? Around these little beads here, I use the Pebeo 3D. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's sort of glossy when it goes down, so it's got a little shine to it. Don't know if you're going to see it. It's got a little tiny shine to it, but it's also raised, so it gives some texture to whatever you're doing, and you can get that in different colours. There's a whole selection of colours in that on Amazon. Yeah, cute page. This one I didn't like. I love the hair. That's the only thing about this one I like. I love the hair. I followed a tutorial by Colour Me Stress Free for the hair. Absolutely loved it. Again, it's this paper and I really struggled with the skin. It just does not blend out for me on this paper. I don't know what, what in the world is up with it and me and this paper, but we don't get on. We do not get on. But yeah, I love the hair. I love the hair. But it's just a shame about that skin. I even tried to cover up some of it down here with some washi tape, but yeah, no, it's a bit of a disaster. But the hair's nice. This one was a really quick one, and I did this using all pan pastels. So this one was in a set of art as well. I think it is on, yeah, it's on this sort of, I think it's listed as recyclable paper or something like that, or but yeah, it's like a tan tone. So yeah, I did this using all pan pastels. I believe it was when I first got the pan pastels, and I thought I really want to try them out on a page, and I thought I'd just grab this one as it was all flowers and we'd have a go. So yeah, not much shading on that one. I was just playing around, seeing what the pan pastels could do. So again, not het up on the skin on this one. I think I just used the Winsor & Newton alcohol markers for the skin, and I don't think I put very much shading over the top. Maybe a bit of a rosiness to the cheeks there, but I didn't really go in with any shading. Glossy accents on the eyes. I love the eyebrows. The background was a GD watercolour that changes colour in the light. This was the Nouveau glitter, I think it was the Nouveau glitter on the sort of bow up there, some glossy accents up there as well, and on the nails. And the rest was pencils. So yeah, she's a bit of a scary lady with a skeleton. So this one I did as part of a hair series on my channel. So quite a while ago now, it might have been about 4 months ago now, 4 or 5 months ago now, I did a hair series on the channel, and I thought what better illustrations to use than Mariola Budek's. So I decided to use different brands of pencils. So I think this one was the Prismacolor pencils. I remember thinking it was really hard to get the hair strokes, and that's my problem with Prismacolor pencils. They don't hold a point, but it was a gorgeous colour. And it's a gorgeous page. I did this sort of glitter effect on her top here and on the bow. I'd seen Colour Me Stress Free do that on one of her pages, and I thought I wanted to give it a go, and it's a really nice effect. I put little dewdrops on the roses with the glossy accents. I do really like that page, it's beautiful. Again, a soft pastel background. It's the easiest way to do a little bit of a background. Oh, was it? No, it wasn't soft pastel. Do you know what it was? I did it on the channel. It was the Jane Davenport colour sticks that I added water to. I'm almost certain that's what it was. But yeah. So this was another one in the hair series, and I believe this one was the one that I did with the Arteza pencils. So that's a Distress Ink background on there. I just did an alcohol marker on the skin. I didn't put any shading in whatsoever because this was a hair series, so it was just all about the hair for me and not really much about the rest of the page. So, but I did put these little confettis down the back, like this sort of festival look. But yeah, that was really nice for the Arteza pencils. It's a really nice blonde. So this one was a black hair colour, and this was done using the Black Widow pencils. So as I said before, I wasn't too bothered about the rest of the image. It was just all about the hair for this series. So I did just carry the background on over a skin because I was just, you know, making the hair stand out. But that was a really nice black as well. I'd say that's one of the hair colours that I struggle with the most. But it was alright. It turned out looking like it's got a nice shine on it. And I put some stickles in the background. A bit of stickles as well. So that was that one. If you want to follow any of these colour alongs for the hair, it is up on the channel. If you go under my playlists, under hair series, you'll be able to find it. It's got them all on there. So this one was a pink hair colour using the Castle Art pencils. So I loved how this one turned out. It's got lots of different shades of pinks and peaches running throughout it, and I just thought it was really pretty. This is a soft pastel background, and it is, I did use a stencil for the little rose tattoos. But yeah, that's a really fun hair colour to do. That was with the Castle Art pencils. So next up was this one. And this one's really pretty illustration. The hair, how Mariola draws this hair is just beautiful. So this one I coloured using the Tombow emoji tins. Now I know a lot of people don't really like those pencils. They find them too hard. But they're really good for hair. I do tend to get them out if I'm either doing hair or I'm doing the Tim Jeffs pages where I want the fur or the feathers, because they're awesome for that. And also they have a great colour range for the sort of natural animal pictures as well. I always find the correct colour that I'm looking for from my reference. They're a really nice pencil, but they do have the downsides as well. It just depends what you're colouring. As I say, for hair and fur and the Tim Jeffs pages, they're brilliant. So it was brilliant on this page. Really lovely red hair colour. The background was all stickles. I thought, why not? So it's very shiny, as you can see there. So that's that one. This one was done using the Derwent Colour Softs. Now I'm not very good at doing white silver type hairs, but I was really happy with how this one turned out. Really happy. So again, this is on my hair series. All the pencil colours, pencil names and numbers are on if you want to go and find them. This was a watercolour background. It was the Prima watercolour. And I love that one. So next up was this one. This one was on the hair series as well. This was using the Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils for a brunette hair colour. And Distress Ink background. And I think I used my pan pastels for the teddy bear. I took a bit of inspiration from the Me To You bears. We have them over here in the UK. I don't know if you have them in the rest of the world, but it's like a little teddy bear called Me To You, and they have these little blue noses. So then I followed that through onto the bow. Really cute page, really cute. So this is I love this page, and it's the hair, and you know what, I don't think I wrote the colours down that I used, which I'm absolutely gutted about. I don't think I wrote them down. Oh, it's really gutting when you do that, isn't it? And I can't even remember. I've no inkling as to what pencils I used. But this background was a tutorial on my channel if you want to go and find that. It's under Galaxy background. So I used soft pastels, and then I used some, I think it was watered down acrylic paint that I splattered on in the background. I really love the eyes on this one because I've not really done anything an unusual eye colour before. I normally just go for natural eye colours, but I decided to go for a lilac on this one to match the background, and I love it. And a blue lipstick. I drew this earring in myself, little moons on a long earring here, which I think's cute. All the tattoos I did in blue with some little white gel pen detailing. And I love it. I used a tape, masking tape around the edge, so we got this sort of border that makes it look quite nice as well. So this one was an easy one. I think I did this on the channel as well. This might have been as part of the Mariola week that we did in May. This was all alcohol marker base on the hair and the skin, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I put an alcohol marker base on the skin as well, and then I did the shading over the top. So the hair colour turned out beautiful. Really beautiful. The eyebrows again, I just love doing the eyebrows. Something therapeutic about drawing in those eyebrows. Love it. Distress ink background. So this is my most recent one. So this is the last page that I've got to show you. This is a Coloralong up on the channel. It is time-lapsed, but I do put the pencil name and numbers on the screen and down in the description below. So if you're not aware already, you can slow YouTube videos down. So there is a little button that you can click on and you can play it at normal, or you can slow it down. And that's what I did recently with a Chris Chang tutorial that I did. I slowed it right down. So if you find that it's too fast for you on the time lapse, slow it down and you can follow along. But I love how this page turned out. I absolutely love it. So this was done using the Derwent Colour Soft pencils. Beautiful, beautiful pencils. And they colour so differently to my other go-to pencil is the Polychromos. They colour so much differently to those. You might be able to see on this one that it almost looks like there's some texture, and I love that about them. I love that. The background was a Faber-Castell Pitt pastel pencil that I used. I think I've got it here actually. It needs sharpening because I wore it down. But these are just the Pitt pastel pencils. You can use any pastel background, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I really loved it. So all the pencil name and numbers are on that Coloralong. And then I used this washi tape for around the outside. I thought it was quite fitting for the page. This illustration is called Harvest. And I just thought, what better than to get this little, you know, this gardening tape here. You can see all the little different gardening things. And it really just set the page off. It really did just look nice. So if you're interested in colouring along with that, it is on the channel. But I think those pencils, the Derwent Colour Softs, they're absolutely beautiful. I'll drop a link in the description of this video to purchase them. They're gorgeous. The biggest set they do is a 72 set, and I got mine in the wooden box because they was on sale at the time, and they was actually cheaper than the, you know, the ones in the tin. So that's why I got that. But they're beautiful. I can't recommend them enough. The range of colours in them and the pigments, gorgeous. So that's all my Mariola Budek pages. I'm going to do a flip through of all my Hannah Carlson pages as well. So if you want to watch out for that, please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Drop me a comment down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.